But we've just seen a democratically elected president down there who is saying a lot of the right things about getting their economy growing, about getting themselves more self-sufficient. And the United Nations was there with a peacekeeping mission before the earthquake. We lost over 100 peacekeepers during the earthquake, and we're still there. Again, maintaining the peace and security, guarding the borders of Haiti because they don't have a national army, although President Martelly is discussing that. Training policemen that are so desperately needed in Haiti to maintain peace and security, helping with job creation. And finally, I mentioned the 193rd member of the United Nations, the Republic of South Sudan. A state that came about through a referendum that was, again, largely managed by the United Nations, and which brought about independence of this tiny country breaking off from the larger state of Sudan. So the United Nations is on the ground making a real difference in places that, in many ways, now the United States doesn't have to worry about so much. It's a pretty darn good investment. The United Nations Government Accountability Office did a study a few years ago saying it costs about 12 cents on the dollar for the U.S. to pay for a UN peacekeeping mission in Haiti, as opposed to sending in the Marines ourselves. So it's a pretty good deal, even though UN peacekeeping does take a lot of money. And again, UN peacekeeping is something that is taking place around the globe in unprecedented levels. We have the second largest deployed military force on the planet under UN Blue Helmets, after the United States, 120,000 peacekeepers. And again, we don't make this up. Secretary General Bond doesn't wave a wand and say, let's send some peacekeepers out somewhere from our UN Army with their black helicopters. Doesn't exist. When the Security Council tells us to create a peacekeeping mission, the first thing the Secretary General does is get on the phone, say, anybody want to give us some troops to go do this? Peacekeepers are now out there in 15 different countries in very dangerous situations, with thousands having given their lives over the course of the history of UN peacekeeping. But still